you, and then we'll just get it going.
Sure, I can kick us off. Gary Darley. I'm in Washington State, and I work in financial advising, personal finance, and I help people create buckets of money. There's the now bucket and there's the later bucket. We always want to make sure that you have enough money in the now bucket, but that you have money growing in the tomorrow bucket, so that you can retire at some point in time.
Love it. Manny or Andrew? There's not
Yep,
a whole lot of people
no
to
problem.
go.
No worries. My name is Manny Acevedo. I'm in the insurance industry, consulting businesses, small, medium, large, all throughout the spectrum, specifically property and casualty. So that would include your standard business insurance, general liability, workers' comp, umbrellas, professional liability. It would all depend on the nature of the business.
Nice. It's nice to have a little bit different vertical than Gary. You do a little bit of insurance, right? A little bit like
Yeah,
life
I get into the
and
life
Andrew.
side. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
disability. Yeah,
Okay.
Andrew as well, I think.
yeah.
And where are you from, Manny?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that. I'm actually located in New Jersey, specifically Central by Rutgers University, if anybody's familiar.
Yes, indeed. I
Yeah.
have some roots in the Bergen County area.
Okay. Yep. My
So
office is in Florham Park, New Jersey, so it's
nice.
towards that area.
Yep. It's been a few years since I've been down there, but Andrew, you're up.
Yeah, good to see the small group we've got today. Um Similar to Gary, I am in the financial space, so I work to help business owners and individuals alike separate themselves from their business so that they can plan for whatever their financial goals are and their life goals as well. And I use holistic planning to help people get to their goals as tax efficiently as possible. And so there's a lot of insurance on this call. I do the life and health, disability, all that good stuff. Group plans. I work with a lot of, like I said, businesses, um, and not so much anything else besides that. Manny, what types of insurance do you do specifically?
So I concentrate on property and casualty, and that would encompass your general liability, workers' compensation, automobile, if the business has vehicles, umbrella insurance, E&O, directors and officers, professional liability, the full gambit for a business that they would need. And then there's my colleagues that do employee benefits and so forth.
Nice.
I'll
What
shoot
group do you work
you
with?
a
Good.
second.
Well, my brokerage is USI Insurance. We let's see, we work Scottsdale, um, Hartford, Liberty Mutual, all the big insurance names. We have access to them nationwide.
Nice. Very good.
That's huge, having an open platform, right? Because some insurance carriers can just do one thing better than another, and people are familiar with certain companies or whatever it may be. It's nice to have
Hmm.
that flexibility.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I'm just
I
trying
didn't mention this. I'm with the Equitable Advisors, so
Awesome. Okay.
I'm just
Mhm.
checking my Zoom. The meeting ID looks different than the one we're in.
hmm.
Um, oh well. I guess. I don't know. We're just gonna go with it. Um, I'll introduce myself and then we'll get into the question.
Do we want
I
to maybe send um the other send this meeting in the chat again, or I don't know if anyone else is on the other meeting.
For Kenny to not be here, it's a little odd.
Okay.
And by a little, I mean a lot odd. But I know he's had a lot going on lately.
Mhm.
Um, I will do that real quick. So don't mind
No,
me
no,
while
no.
I'm on my phone.
Nate, Nate,
You
who's
know
our
what?
other
I
major
have two
regulars,
meetings.
out as well. So
Mm. Yeah.
I have two meetings on my phone. I know you have a meeting that is in progress. To start a new meeting, please click the end. You know what? Why don't we do this? I'm gonna give you guys the other link, and maybe
Okay.
we'll just pop over there.
Sounds like a
And
plan.
it's really weird. I didn't have um I hate it when this happens. I'm really sorry. It doesn't happen
No
often, but
worries.
when it
I've had a
does,
couple of Zoom issues today trying to join Zoom meetings. Um,
really,
I use mainly Microsoft Teams, but I got sent a couple Zoom invites and it was a little funky.
it's funny, I use Google Meet for my clients
Hmm.
because I pay for Google Suite, but when I first started doing this, nobody knew how to use Google Meet, and so I signed up for Zoom, and then the event started growing to the point where I was like, oh boy, like it's getting like 200 signups for a while there, and I'm like, I can't host this many people on the free version, so I upgraded, and now it's just kind of stuck. Um, okay. I just want to make sure we are in.
Do you want, do you want me to check out the other room and see if anyone's there?
Yeah, I'm worried. This is what I see, okay? Just to
Hmm.
be real pain in the arse. And
Yeah.
I think the rec doesn't have like a sub category on it, which give me one second before we jump over there. Even though it's 7:15 already, this is my anxiety. Okay. View more. Okay. This must be the one that the people are in. Use this link.
Okay.
And
The second one.
I I think yeah, the second one. I think we should just all pop over there if that works for everybody.
yep.
That is good.
Okay.
All
I'll be right there.
right.
Thank you guys.
In the insurance industry, and specifically dealing with commercial clients. I help them with their business insurance, which would be general liability, workers' comp, business auto, umbrella, and other lines of coverage depending on what their business needs are.
Welcome again. Thank you
Yeah,
for jumping through hoops to be here.
no problem.
uh, who would like to go next?
I will jump in. Uh, Gary Darley. I'm in Washington State, and I work as a financial advisor in personal and small business finance. And my superpower is making sure that you have money in your now bucket while you're creating your tomorrow bucket so that you don't have to work for forever.
Thank you also for jumping over here.
Absolutely.
Lost Andrew. Who would like to go next?
Hi, I'll go next.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Desmond. It's my first time here. I am in Cleveland, Ohio, and I work in tech. I'm a database administrator for a medical equipment company. So I manage their databases using SQL Server. So I'm a little techie.
Awesome. Welcome. Thank you for patiently waiting in the waiting room. We appreciate that. I got an email that you were there, and that's how I knew I had big problems.
Oh,
So thank
how?
you.
I didn't send an email, maybe because.
No, Zoom did.
Okay.
Said you have people in your waiting room, and it
Okay.
said your name.
Uh, Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ariel,
I want
would
to
you like to?
introduce myself, Desmond,
Yeah.
similar to Desmond. My name is Shahiner. I'm basically founder of Solution Explorer. I'm from Maryland, Baltimore. We provide all kind of like website development, social media marketing, some kind of like a mobile application development, kind of that. So this is also my first time here. So I saw this event and uh, Eventbrite. I thought, okay, let's join and see what happened here.
Well, we're off to a notable start, I guess. And I appreciate you coming and waiting.
Uh,
Um, Still trying to get some of our Discord people in here. Ariel, would you like to go?
Yeah, so I'm Ariel. I'm from Indiana, or I'm currently in the Indiana area. I am a virtual assistant. So I found this networking event by just looking for events so I can build my client base. And a virtual assistant is basically I take on any tasks that you as a business owner can delegate. So that's anything from like right now, I have a client where I do website testing for them, I do edits to their content on the website. So I do different things depending on what your business needs. But basically, I take any task that can be delegated so you can focus on the things that require your unique expertise.
Awesome. Welcome. You find you're in the right place tonight.
Thank you.
Andrew, well, be you and one.
Yeah, I gotta change my Discord. I
Nope, now
didn't
we
even
know.
know
That's all right. He must play 2K.
that.
Oh,
Um,
Kenny.
Thank you for making that work. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
You know what? You're right in time to introduce yourself again.
Oh, good, good, good. All right. Well, for everyone that doesn't know me, hasn't seen me before, I'm Andrew Henderson. I work with Equitable Advisors, and I help individuals and entrepreneurs kind of separate from their business and take control of their financial and personal goals. And I do that to help them build, manage, and protect wealth using tax efficient strategies.
Love that. That comes out very smoothly, by the way.
Well, that was my first go, so I'm glad.
Yeah. Your first go, I'm not sure if I heard your first go, but it has improved since the first go that I've heard.
Yes, that was ages ago.
Tanika, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, and I'm not sure why my video is not working.
I
So
don't know
I apologize about
if
that.
are you on a computer?
I am.
I don't know if yours has this, but mine like slides over and like covers the camera up. There's like a little button there or on the side sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it working? Do you guys see
Yeah.
me now? Well, I
Yes.
even lost my screen. Let me try to find the screen again.
Well, we can see you and hear you.
Okay, great. And I can't find the screen. Okay, so I'm gonna just look forward when I say, and Andrew, we work at the same company,
Oh,
but
wow.
I'm in Washington, D.C. I just started at Equitable about a month ago. And we're actually in the
Congratulations.
same service line. So I work with business owners too, real estate agents, and I mean real estate investors and real estate professionals specifically. And I do pretty much the same thing that you do, help business owners convert their business equity into personal wealth.
That's funny. I business owners in real estate, those are my two. So
Yeah,
like
that's
a
awesome. Where
mirror
are you
image.
located at?
I'm in Chicago.
Okay, great.
So congratulations on getting started there.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I look
Where are
forward
you based
to
out of?
staying connected. I'm in Washington, D.C.
Right. Okay, you did say that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny?
All right. I don't know if I'm last on the list, but I might as well be Nate today, right? So, hi everybody, how you doing? My name is Kenny, and what I do is I stretch and shape ideas for a living, right? So I do that through my company, Atlas Studios, and we do that through, marketing, branding, development. That's both on the practical side and the digital side. Right. So we work with growth-minded entrepreneurs to either improve, expand, or build something new that complements their business and identity. So yeah, if you can imagine it, we'll do the rest.
I've been tasked with introducing Nate, who's not here, and I haven't heard his pitch for 3 weeks, so I'm going to do my best. It's pretty memorable. Nate Dubois. Um, he lives in South Jersey, Philly, South Jersey area. And he's the founder of Legend Initiative. If you want to be a legend, hit Nate up.
Okay.
Short and sweet. Yeah, close
It's
I
a
enough.
like
little bit more than that.
it.
There's a little more to it. Um, anyway, I'm
You
Abigail,
gotta
your host.
you gotta start with the what's up, everybody.
Oh, what's
Yep.
up? What did I say? Hey,
What's
every
up,
hi.
everybody? It's Nate Dubois.
Annie, give it to us.
Is
Yeah.
he like
So
a host too?
No,
he's a
Okay.
regular. Yeah.
he's a
So
regular, and he's
he
just
says, yeah, he says something like, "What's up, everybody? It's Nate Dubois with Legend Initiative." So typically, if you want to be a legend in your industry, we're the team that you work with. You want to find us, go to legendinitiative.com. Boom. He leaves it there.
honestly though, like he works with big brands too. Like he's got a nice client list. Um, And I'll drop the link to the Discord and you can definitely connect with him in there. He's very active and he shares resources and stuff like that.
Okay.
Abigail, your host, full charge accountant and founder of the Business Kickstart Accelerator. Launching some fun giveaways for that. If you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, I'll share those in the chat too. I'm sharing more info on some sign up bonuses on there. Another thing I'm working on right now is it'll be my third year entrepreneurship retreat. And I was telling Gary in the other link before everything went awry, I've got a nice little lineup for the fall retreat. That is available on Eventbrite. Also, if you follow me from Eventbrite, you'll see that event on there. I've got an AI discussion. I've got a trauma-informed business coach who's talking about the gap between fear and pain. Some of you may have met her a couple weeks ago, a month or two ago, I guess. Storytelling, and then there will be yoga with me and probably legacy business finance planning with me as well. Um, and then we do things a little bit differently here every week. Instead of like, you had your moment to introduce yourselves and that's your pitch. We have meaningful discussions so that if there are two of you that are offering the same service, we're connecting on a personal level and building like that. Gary, what do you usually call it? Like that three-tier networking. You might not meet your customer here, but you're going to meet people who are going to bring you your customers and make friends.
Yep.
So anyway, um, I shared in the Discord earlier a discussion prompt. We're talking about visibility in May. Um, and so here's the question, and I'll put it in the chat as well. And feel free to drop all your links in there as well. Um, How do you feel about high visibility when you're doing something you're proud of? What's the gap in where you are now or not feeling confident in visibility and creating something you're proud to be highly visible with? That makes sense.
Can you
Does
repeat
any
the second part?
Yeah, it was a little bit choppy. Um, where is or what is the gap between where you are now in not feeling confident with your visibility and where you could be, like where you're proud to be visible? I can rework that a little bit, but
I
the
hate how I
gist,
look on camera. That
yeah,
that high visibility thing, like it gives me anxiety.
yeah.
Um, and it's something that I've been working on and trying to be more comfortable just seeing my own face and hearing my own voice. But uh, it it definitely it's not my comfort place.
What's worked for me is just exposure therapy, and it felt horrible at first.
Yeah.
But the more I've done it, the easier being putting my face on my socials has been, and I'm working on now the voice part.
Yeah.
Um, Getting a
Small
microphone helps a lot.
small groups like this are much easier to be a part of as opposed to being in broad blasted out there. I find that very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. So,
Yeah, I mean, I I would say myself the same thing. Just um, for me, it's been a lot of in-person relationships and stuff like that. But with the advent of social media, this is where the future is, and work, and it's been it's been it's been a process to get used to it and to put yourself out there, and then your face being attached in this metaverse. God knows what could happen. So it's a stepping stone, and I'm here to meet everybody.
I
I
love
think
that.
I think it's, I have a slightly different, interesting perspective on this. For those that don't know or don't remember, I'm actually an identical twin. And so growing up, visibility was just always different for me. Like I had like another person that reflected what I did. Um, and so I wasn't always super confident. I was more reserved, more laid back. Um, and I just tried to kind of lay out what I wanted in terms of my visibility, what my goal was, what I didn't like about the way I felt. Um, and then just slowly, doing the things to get out there, out of your comfort zone and be groups like this, smaller groups that can support you in finding the ideal visibility for you are great resources as well. So definitely been there. Not kind of happy with my visibility and working to fix that. So.
What are the small things besides this group? But
Yeah, I think for me it was focusing on breaking it down and focusing on little things at a time, like, you know, trying to speak in front of like a certain amount of people or trying to be more heard in conversations, right? So like when um I was with my friends, like I'd say, okay, I usually talk like 25% of the time or whatever it was, like I want to get to 35%, right? And it's the little things like maybe talking a little bit louder, maybe the nonverbal communication, maybe like trying to just be a little comical or whatever it is, like try to just change up the way you're communicating. um, and the little things all add up, they make a difference.
they totally do.
Yeah.
I agree with that big time. Kenny.
I would say, in my experience, visibility is a little bit different for me, right? Because I'm usually the one like directing, for example, like if we have a photography, videography project. Abigail knows this, right? I was giving her some pointers. Um, But yeah, I've worked with a lot of clients who are exactly in that seat, right? Where Gary is, might be a little bit camera shy, maybe not too fond of like standing in front for 5 minutes and talking about a certain topic. Um, and funny enough, I had a client who wanted to be an influencer, but he was one of the most shy people you will ever meet, right? So he's a chef, right? He's a personal chef, and most of his Instagram was just pictures of food, right? It's like, oh, I made this today, right? And that would be the extent of it. So when he came to me, he was like, hey man, I really want to, you know, take that step and do that kind of exposure therapy, right? As Abigail mentioned, and just feel more comfortable, right? Presenting like what I do, my profession, my experience, right? And so it took like 3 months, right, of just sitting down, talking to him, getting him to practice, right? Actually invited me to his house, right, with a camera, right, recorded him doing his thing, and little do you know, like every iteration, every single video that we made, he started to get more comfortable, right? And being comfortable with that visibility, just me, recording him to where he is today, where he has, piles of followers now. It was exciting to see, right? So that kind of, I would say, visibility when you have all those eyes on you, it can be a little bit overwhelming, right? But when you have somebody who's kind of been there, right, who has that experience, it can kind of hold your hand, guide you through it. I think it feels like less you're shoved into the limelight and kind of like it gets a little bit brighter over time, if that makes sense. So with that said, I would be proud to kind of send the link in the chat so you guys can check out his Instagram today.
I was gonna ask you for that,
Yeah,
please.
his handle is jose.lcook on Instagram.
L Cook, love it. Um, I was
I'm in
gonna
the same
say,
boat. Yeah.
go ahead, you go ahead.
I'm in the kind of same boat. So I'm just trying to uh, record some video, audio for at least a year. And always I feel like, oh, it's not enough. Probably I need more improvement. So there's the like deal breaker for me to publish something online. So I feel like, okay, there's something that, okay, I can improve. And these days never comes. That's the problem.
Kenny, this guy has 3 million followers.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's,
crazy.
yeah,
Sorry to
he's been doing
interrupt
very well.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
You
I,
need to listen to
I
Kenny.
we should listen to him. I one of the reasons why I chose a career in tech was because I knew that I would
Thank you, Abby. She's
I chose a career in tech because I knew I would never survive in a work environment where I have to interact with people because that's just inherently who I am not. And even choosing a career in tech, I got to realize quickly in the corporate world, if you have to get promoted and become a director or vice president or something, you still have to, make presentations, talk during meetings. There's a bunch of meetings you have to go through to discuss different things. And so I just got to realize, man, I can't run away from this. So, in as much as I get very uncomfortable having to raise my hand during a meeting and talk and share an idea, I just realized it's something I have to gradually do if I want to be visible and get a promotion or get assigned a project that is exciting. So it's work in progress for me, but at least the fact that I'm here today talking to strangers, it's it's a step forward in the right direction.
If you come back, we won't be strangers next time, and it'll be even easier.
That
And
is
that is coming from experience. Okay. I might be the host, but I had my first meetings in this very group, in this very room as well. Okay. Ariel, would you like to go?
Yeah, so I'm a behind the scenes person too. I do not like I don't do customers. I don't want to say I don't do customer service because I clearly do. I do not like I don't like putting myself out there. I prefer to just be in the background working on whatever I need to work on. I'm very task oriented. Let me just get stuff done without having to be front facing. And I joined the networking group because I'm like, people are telling me, well, to get your business out there, you need to start an Instagram, get on threads. And I'm like, I don't want to do any of that. So I was like, well, what's a way I can put myself out there? Because my goal is to get at least 6 clients so that I can quit my job. So I'm trying to reach a goal. So I'm like, what can I do where I do not need to make this Instagram? So I'm like, let me sign up for some networking events, try to get my face out that way. I did start a series on LinkedIn of services and entrepreneurial tips. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting my feet wet. And then if this doesn't work, I guess I'll have to make that Instagram.
I think at the end of the day, you would have to make that Instagram account.
Jasmine.
I don't know. I don't know. Keep showing up here.
You would have to do it.
Do you have a website?
I do. I posted my website in the chat. Thank you.
Um, I I don't have 3 million followers yet.
Oh, I'd love to
Okay,
see.
I'm gonna use some manifesting language here, but I'm an accountant. I am not a people person. I am very direct. I can be brash. Like people get very easily when talking to me. Um, but I have like a few things here because I've been like basically studying this in a very nerdy scientific way over the last couple of years. Um, One, Andrew, you were saying something about like the nonverbal stuff that
Yes.
helps you show up. And like I'm sure you've all seen something about like the hot girl walk, and that's like doesn't need to be a girl thing for one, but it's a posture thing. And when you're showing up and you're standing up straight, automatically just sitting up straighter is going to increase your confidence. And when you're taking a photo or video of yourself and you're dressed well and feeling well and you're like having a great day, having great conversations with people that you love or passionate conversations, like those are the times you need to capitalize on content creation. I've learned in my very short time, and I don't have that many followers, but I know I feel good about the content I'm putting out, which is why I brought up this pride thing as far as visibility goes. I just posted a reel. I wasn't on the call the last 2 weeks. I was traveling by myself, alone in a foreign country. And I posted a video I put together and I felt really good about it. And I was like, you know what? Even if this video doesn't do well, like I'm happy to put this shit out there, no matter what. And like that's where this conversation, this prompt came. It's like I'm confident in people seeing this because like this is awesome, even if it doesn't go off. But going back, posture, the whole time I was gone, I was wearing like my clothes, feeling good, having conversations, doing work from Venice and the Alps, and I'm like vibing up here. And like, how do I bring that back into my content? Whether it goes viral or not is irrelevant. It comes out. The other thing is I wrote a couple things down. So momentum. So like when you're feeling that good, film a bunch of content, change your outfits, do whatever you got to do, but like film a bunch of content. And if you're not, you know, feeling good about yourself, if it's a passionate topic, like it's gonna come through and then you can be proud of it. The other thing is like not wanting to talk to people. I still am struggling with my voice big time. I got over the selfie because I'm like, if somebody wants to hire me because of how I look, I don't want them as a client. So why am I going to put myself on my social media? And that kept me acting small, being small, taking up less space. It's like a mentality thing. And it's not that they're hiring me because of how I look. It's they're hiring me or they're conversing with me because I'm being myself and I'm building rapport because I show up in, I just posted something like I live in Maine. I didn't say that. It's black fly season here. There's like no spring. It's fly season. So I like put my hoodie on and I like tied it super tight and I'm wearing like my slippers out walking the dog in shorts and and people were like, that is awesome. Like, and it's a couple of weird photos and it's not about looking good. It's like showing up and the more you post the weird stuff, the more confident and you get in it. And shockingly, it's like, can you guys hear me? My internet, I guess, just went down. It's the weird stuff that people like. It's the ugly stuff. It's not the perfect stuff. It's the awkward stuff.
Well, one more thing I wanted to kind of piggyback off of that, and I won't take too much time, but like you were talking about the nonverbal communication. One thing I've noticed is when you talk to people, right? And if you change up your tone or you move your head around a little bit or you use your hands, the nonverbal, people react more, like they'll nod their head or they'll like you can visibly see them listening a little bit more. And so for people who are uncomfortable with how they look on camera or speaking to people or whatever it may be, as much as the nonverbal communication might be scary at first, it really you sense people listening a little bit more and it makes you sound more comfortable and confident.
I think there are ways to do that virtually too. And I don't have like specifics, but I know that there is.
Yeah, I would say for me, it's more about setting yourself apart, especially when you're in a room with similar people who are you have the same like profession or you provide the same services. Just being able to separate yourself from the other people that are in the room with you. I'm a pretty sociable person, pretty friendly person, and one thing that I do to be able to confidently speak with people is relate with them or find something that I can relate with them about. If it's just because I generally do events and networking face to face rather than social media. So that's where my comfort zone is actually. And I just like to, share the services that I provide and the solutions that I provide for professionals. But I guess the biggest struggle would be to set yourself apart in a room.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. I see
Okay.
Gary's hand is up. I don't know if
Yep.
you wanted to add something, my man, but I had some 2 cents to put in.
So I think for myself, because like you, Abby, I've been working on this for a couple of years now, and what I have found for me is that to get over the whole on camera visibility thing is I have to work on the whole ego piece, and it's okay to look stupid. It's all right to make mistakes. It's all right to screw something up. Um, and actually, some of my best posts that I've put out there are me talking about different finance topics while I'm working on the little hobby farm. And people see me working with the lambs or the little chicks, or I don't know, like I was doing when we first started the call, fixing a pipe. And that seems to take some of the edge off for me because I have multiple focuses going on, and I can't focus on just me. And that it helps me step away from that ego piece that's afraid of looking stupid.
Oh, that's dope.
Kenny.
Okay, so I love all the points that are being made. Abigail, Gary, Tanika. So I'll start with Abby's point, right? So I would say getting over that hump of like how you present yourself, right? Maybe I shouldn't even speak, maybe I shouldn't post this week, right? It is definitely a mental challenge for sure, right? But once you start recording those drafts, right? I would say it's like failing upwards, right? Because it's not the fear of failure that keeps people back. I think it's the fear of other people seeing you fail, right? Like if you were to make that post and you're stuttering, you're stumbling over your words, it becomes, oh shit, it's not working right. It's not helping my image. It's not helping my brand. Um, but once you start to record a couple versions of it, right? You start to become a little bit better. You start to compare, right, the previous drafts. You start to slowly build up that confidence, right? Like Andrew was saying. And you start to almost develop a different frame of mind, right? So it becomes, hey, I'm scared to be on camera. Like, I'm a little bit comfortable on camera for like 30 seconds, right? So it's kind of incremental, right? And once you build up that tolerance, right, in front of the camera, you become a little bit more confident and you present whatever your content might be is going to resonate with somebody, right? Because like Gary was saying, sometimes he's working with chicks, he's on the farm, he's doing his thing, but most importantly, he's showing people who's behind the profession, right? Whatever service you provide, whatever your company is, people want to see who that person is behind the quote unquote facade, right? So the fact that when you're posting your content, you're like doing something, you're driving somewhere like Manny is right now, it helps, right? Because it makes you more relatable, it makes you more human. You know, it's like, for example, the chef, right, on Instagram. I don't know how to cook, right? But I definitely eat, you know? So to see the guy who's actually creating the food that might be on my plate, it's awesome, right? Because I get to see the whole process. I get to see a little bit of his personality, who he is, how he connects with people, right? How he engages. So every little piece comes together at the end of the day, and it creates like a beautiful picture, right? Of who you are, what you do, right? What you want to put forward, what your dream is, right? Because that's the thing about social media is you can be very passionate, right? And you can be very human, you know? And as an example, Abigail, she has a pretty good following on Instagram, right? So you can tell she's already starting to carve out her niche, right? Those 2,000 or so people, I'm assuming, right? Those are people who are resonating with what she's putting out, right? Whether it be her content, right? The fail of the day, the Dunkin' Donuts on her story, stuff like that. So it really helps with visibility when you show them that behind your profession, right, as experienced as you might be, you're also a person, right? With your own stories, your own experiences. And when you share that, I think it kind of helps for that recipe. So that's my 2 cents.
My most successful content, and I'm like working, this is a social experiment, okay? Social study. My best content is like the tea, like the drama, my client's drama. Which I'm obviously not naming the clients, but it's the client's drama. People are loving that. I think it makes it relatable, but also my wood chopping. So I'm like overlaying what I'm doing with I gotta drop my links in here. Overlaying, I've been working on my voice and eventually I think I will probably get to the talking head type. Maybe I'll talk and chop wood, Kenny. Yeah, with the microphone that I have. The microphone, okay, it was $9 on Amazon, and if your voice is like an issue for you, get the stinking microphone. Okay? $9, 9.99 or whatever. And it softens your voice. It makes like it muffles everything with the little fuzzy top on it. And I think my voice sounds so much better. at least for my own listening, do it. Make the investment. It's worth it.
Yeah, Abby, I'll just give you a heads up for a content idea right now. Before you chop that wood, you could say something like, "Here's what I help you do with your taxes." Then do that.
Yeah, and it is it's the video, the one video that like I recently got like 70,000. Here's the black fly that I got like so many DMs like this is awesome. It's just because I'm being weird and people don't have that kind of confidence. I don't even have that kind of confidence. But I took the picture to show my friend like how weird I was acting. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put this out there. Let's see what happens. And people loved it. But the video that it got the most views was like, I helped my client. We were talking about this in one of these calls, actually. I helped my client uncover over $100,000 in theft in the first 6 months I was doing their books. And it was like 70,000 views on that video. And it's just because it was like the tea. It wasn't even my own. I don't know if the wood chopping had anything to do with it. I don't think it did. So
It catches people's attention though. It helps. It helps catch the attention.
it's different,
Yeah.
especially when I'm doing it in like a nice dress or like, oh, if I chop wood with open-toed shoes on the internet, the more I do it, the more the whole internet is gonna have something to say about it. But it
Abigail, do you have a
definitely,
TikTok?
I do have TikTok. I don't have
I
a
think
lot.
I've seen one of your.
Yeah, my TikTok, I'm gonna drop stuff right here. It would be Business Kickstart Accelerator. Um, I just show up as myself. People will either like it or they won't.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about the videos that you watch yourself on these platforms, there are also videos of people who have personality. There's like something in there. Um, and it's just, I mean, I don't do anything that is public facing, so I don't, but when I watch videos on of like ads or commercials or anything, it's you're selling the product, it's good, but I want to see a little bit of personality. I don't want a rundown of this is this product, it does this and that and that. It's great, but it's kind of boring. I'm not going to remember after I watch that. But if you throw in a little bit of personality, something funny that makes me laugh, or something, a line that I can remember. I mean, something weird. I mean, it's nice. That's the video that I'm gonna share to my friend. Like, look at this girl; she's so funny. you know. By the end of the day, she's funny, but she's promoting something there. So, yeah.
There's this guy I just started following. This link I'm dropping is for the retreat. Um, this guy I just started following. He's Irish, and he just all of his videos are like on different ways to prepare potatoes. And he always says at the end of his video, "Follow me, I'm delicious," in like an Irish, a very thick Irish accent. Um, Bye, Manny. Nice to meet you. An email follow-up will come through, yes. And if actually the link problem, the first link that you were on would be the correct link, but I will have that emailed out to returning people. So you'll get the right one for next week if you want to come back. Um, yeah, the potato guy. Follow me, I'm delicious. It's like a little sign off. And I've noticed some people doing that. Like they have their little taglines. Kenny, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I would say it definitely helps in terms of memorability, right? When you have like a little catchphrase, a little tagline at the end. Um, One of my favorites is Kai Cenat. I know this is more me and Andrew's generation. Um, but one of the things that he loves to do when he ends his streams, particularly like on a marathon, right, is he'll actually give his own like motivational speech to his audience, right? So when he has a guest come through, right, he has them do a little speech. But at the end, right, to actually hear him kind of talk about some of his story, where he's been, it really makes you appreciate like where he's at now, right? And just for reference, he's from the Bronx in New York, right? I'm also Bronx born, New York native. My accent just came out. So, so yeah, it's very humbling to see somebody who is in the public light so much, right? But you understand his humble beginnings, right? And you can almost kind of like follow the trail that he's creating through telling his story. Um, and you can just keep watching and enjoying his content, knowing like, hey, he might be just like me, right? Like I was a kid in middle school who was trying to be funny, you know, and look at him today. So it really helps when you have something that not only speaks to your personality, but people can remember as part of you, right? For example, like if Abigail said something about, the business Kickstart Accelerator, like I'll kick your ass. Like, wait, what do you mean you're gonna kick my ass? Right? That's gonna stay in their head. And that'll actually keep them coming back to her Instagram page, wanting to watch more videos, right? Because what is Abigail gonna do next?
That's not a bad tag. I have been working on one. Just like, and it's kind of natural for me. And I'll explain, so with all my one-on-one accounting clients, I have a master sheet for them, like all their, pertinent, important information, date of birth, social security numbers, EINs, addresses, bank logins, all of it. Um, but as I work with a client from, day one and into 10 years later, some of them beyond that at this point, um, I've watched my clients build empires. Sometimes I've come into an empire being built. Um, so that's what I call their sheets, the John Smith Empire, or like their initials Empire. So the tagline I'm working on, I wouldn't say it's like it just kind of came to me in the last couple of days, was like I help people build seven-figure, eight-figure empires. Do you want to be next? Like I'm going with the word empire building because it's what I do. And it's not even like it's not I don't feel uncomfortable saying it because it's something I've said for a long time. Um, there was one other thing that you were just talking about. Anyway, go ahead and maybe I'll remember it.
I was just thinking about Mike Barrett, who was on the call like a couple weeks
Mhm.
back. And Gary and Nate were there too. I was kind of talking about how, because we had a one-to-one, and he was bringing up how much easier would it be to stand out if you just found a simpler way to say what you do, right? He was giving the example of a plumber, right? Obviously, they all do the same thing. They fix toilets, they fix sinks, right? The whole thing. So how much more like attention grabbing would it be if somebody asked you, "Hey, what do you do?" As opposed to "I'm a plumber," you could tell them, "I stand in water all day." And like, what do you mean you stand in water all day? Like, tell me about what you do, right? So it naturally, organically brings up the next question of, "Tell me about that," and that also helps with standing out and differentiating as well.
That's actually very smart, I have to say.
Hmm.
That is very smart. I just
Abby,
have
I could see you being, I lay the foundation for empires.
okay.
That's a
So,
powerful statement right there.
Gary,
Okay.
you and I did a one-on-one for the accelerator while I was sitting next to the Coliseum
Yep,
in And
yep.
like that's, I've been using this word empire like almost like almost like as like a joke, but also I know it makes my clients feel really good because like I'm acknowledging their successes. But then like so that was like surface level. Then I'm like sitting next to the Coliseum, like there's a picture probably on my Instagram, my old woods maybe. The fucking Coliseum is behind me, okay? Like right there, like really right there. And I'm like, there's police, there's crowds, there's people walking around like this, there's stoplights, like, and it's like they used to put people in this thing and have lions chase them and eat them and beat each other to death and like cheer them on. And like that's what was going on whatever it was, like 2,500 years ago when that was built. I think it was like 70 BC or something. Um, but that was the Roman Empire. And was that the legacy? Like, did they think, like, did they think this far ahead? Guaranteed they did not think thousands of years later what was going to be happening around the Colosseum, but like the grand size of it. I don't know. And the timeline. So like that and then the legacy stuff too. Andrew, great to see you. See you next week.
I'll talk to you later, Andrew.
Um, yeah, I mean we started late tonight, so we could wrap it up too if we need to. If anybody else has got to go.
Yeah, I have another meeting soon, so I'm just
Cool.
leaving right now. But
Well,
catch you up soon, probably.
catch you soon. I'll send an email recap out with the link for next week as well, and
Yeah,
an opportunity to book a one-on-one call with me.
definitely.
Um,
Thank you so much.
you're
Talk to you
welcome.
soon. Bye bye.
Yeah. Kenny, do you want to launch us into conclusionville?
Absolutely. I love the fact that you bring up an empire because it kind of fits with today's quote that I was thinking of. So this week's quote, everybody, in theme with visibility, comes from Tom Ferry, who says, visibility creates opportunity. Consistency creates dominance. And with that said, I will pass it back to our host, Abby.
Um, Gary or Kenny, are you either of you on your phone by any chance where you can drop the Discord link in the chat easily?
Yeah, I could do that for you.
Cool. I have to send it I have to send it from my phone to my laptop and then get it in the chat if I want to. And they refresh the link every couple of weeks. But definitely join the Discord. We can talk more over there. We've got a whole bunch of different threads to talk about whatever. Um, and otherwise, you know what? Next week, if anybody has thoughts on like our final visibility conversation for May, please share in the Discord is a great place to do that. And then I haven't come up with June's topic yet. If anybody's got something they're interested to learn more about, usually whatever the topic is attracts experts in that topic too. So, um, feel free to share, request, join the chat. But
I guess this is just spitballing, but I would kind of like to hear a little bit about like philosophy, right? Like how your personal philosophy as an entrepreneur kind of translates into how you conduct your business. That could be something cool.
yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Um,
Can I share mine?
yes, please.
And I get mine from Jay-Z. I'm
Love
not
it.
a businessman. I'm a businessman.
I'm a
So
Mm,
business
you get it?
comma
Did you get
man.
it? Did I hit
yeah,
right?
I like that.
I'm a businessman.
Love that.
That's all
I
I
like
got. That's all
that.
I got.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Hey, that part.
Yeah.
Kenny, you're not as young as you always seem.
Oh, old soul,
Old
young,
soul.
young heart.
You and Andrew, you make me feel old.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, no, I love it. Bring it because you keep me fresh. Oh God. Okay. Well,
That's what I'm here for.
Ariel, if you hop on TikTok or Instagram, I'll follow you back.
All right. Yeah, let
Okay.
me.
All of you, but specifically, don't be shy. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
working on not being shy so we can encourage each other.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Maybe following you on
Threads.
Instagram.
I'm liking Threads. Just gonna throw that out there before we all sign off. I'm really liking Threads. I just joined it. I mean, I didn't just join it, but I just started using it. I've had it for a couple of years. Um, but it's like honestly, I feel like Instagram was kind of like this at the beginning before like it was just photos and no anything else, but it's the opposite. It's more like Twitter used to be, where you can just like put a thought out. And then the more of those type of thoughts you put out, the more threads of those thoughts, the more you find your community on there. And it's actually kind of cool. The community finds you just like naturally based on what you're posting so far, anyway, is what I found. So it's genuine. Anyway, good night. See you all next week, hopefully.
Yep.
Yep.
All
For the
right.
new faces, Ariel, Desmond, Tanika, we appreciate you joining us. Hopefully, we'll see you
Yes.
guys next week.
Yes.
Thank
So this is a weekly
you.
thing.
Every
Weekly,
Thursday.
yes.
Yep.
Weekly
Okay,
at
Yes.
cool.
thank you,
Yeah.
Kenny. I'm out of practice. I was traveling and I've forgotten what I do.
No, it's okay.
Do you send like
Gary.
a calendar invite, or do I have to put it on
Yeah.
there?
In the
Good
Discord,
question.
I will share the Zoom link. I screwed up somehow. The Zoom link was like a new one was created for this week, and usually we have a
Mhm.
recurring one, so I have to straighten that out. And I'll send you, if you join the Discord, do it on your phone. 10 out of 10 recommend
Okay, I
phone
can't.
Discord.
We got a lot going on. Where's the
It was
Discord
a
link
mail.
at? I
Oh,
see it. I'll
yeah.
email it to
Yeah.
myself. Gotcha.
All right. Nice. I was
Okay,
gonna
everyone,
say
it was nice meeting you all.
Nice to meet you.
likewise,
But
Thanks for
Tanika.
yes,
meeting
I'll
you.
send you the Zoom in the email recap. It'll go out tomorrow.
Thanks. Have a
You're
good weekend,
welcome.
everyone. Enjoy your
You
holiday.
Good
too.
weekend,
Nice to
guys.
meet you.
Same
Bye.
Tanika.
Bye.
See you
Nice
guys.
meeting you all. Bye.
Nice to meet you.